You're now watching Q News. Here are the top stories for this hour. Israel has announced striking military sites in Iran. That came as Iranian local media reported that in return, its air defense systems have continuously fired at apparent incoming projectiles. Israel described the action as retaliation for what it claims were Tehran's recent attacks on Israel earlier this month. Iranian media reported multiple explosions over several hours in the capital and at nearby military bases, though there were no immediate reports of damage or casualties. Iran has announced that its air defenses successfully detected and countered the Israeli attack despite the limited damage. The Tasnim news agency, citing an official, has refuted Israel's claim that hundreds of military aircraft were involved, calling it an exaggeration. Iran's air defenses reported that Israeli attacks focused on military sites in Tehran, Khuzestan, and Ilam. American media, citing a senior official, have reported that U.S. President Joe Biden encouraged Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to launch an attack on Iran, aiming to deter Tehran from future assaults. A senior Biden administration official was also cited saying that any Iranian response to Israel will have consequences. Iran has denied that any oil production sites were targeted during Israel's strikes on multiple locations. An Iranian official confirmed oil output is proceeding normally. Meanwhile, American media reported that Israel's targets were solely military, not nuclear or oil-related, following warnings from both the U.S. and Iran against attacks on these critical areas. Tehran has resumed flights after a brief suspension due to Israeli strikes on multiple military sites. A spokesperson for Iran's Civil Aviation Organization confirmed operations returned to normal at 5:30 GMT. Previously, the Aviation Authority had suspended all routes, and radar images showed planes avoiding Iranian airspace. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati has urged Israel to cease escalation and comply with international humanitarian law. In a call with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, Abdelati warned of the severe consequences a regional war would have on security and stability. He also stressed the need to expedite humanitarian aid to Gaza without conditions and condemned Israel's continued violations against Lebanese sovereignty. Smoke has risen in northern Israel with the sound of sirens and an explosion heard. Posting on Telegram, the Israeli occupation forces said they had successfully intercepted an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, in the western Galilee area, which had crossed over from Lebanon. The Israeli occupation forces said it was the second UAV that had crossed from Lebanon within an hour that was intercepted. The Palestinian death toll from the Israeli onslaught since October 7, 2023, has risen to 42,924 reported fatalities, with an additional 100,833 individuals sustaining injuries. Israeli occupation forces committed 7 massacres against families in the Gaza Strip over the last 48 hours, resulting in the killing of at least 77 Palestinians and the injury of 289 others, according to medical reports. This concludes our top headlines for this hour. Don't forget to follow Q News on YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok at QNewsAG to stay informed. For real-time updates, connect with us on the UMS digital platform Watch It. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates on Q News.